This wasn't supposed to happen. No one planned it. No one saw it coming. But one embarrassing side effect changed medicine forever. This is history by accident. April 1992. Pfizer Laboratories in Sandwich, England. Scientists are testing a new heart medication. It's called UK 92,480. Catchy name, right? The drug is supposed to treat angina. That's chest pain caused by reduced blood flow to the heart. Millions of people suffer from it. If this drug works, it could save lives. So Pfizer is running clinical trials, giving it to patients, monitoring results, taking notes, everything by the book. But then, something weird starts happening. The drug isn't working. Not for hearts anyway. Patients aren't reporting less chest pain. Their angina isn't improving. Blood pressure isn't changing much. By every measure, this drug is a failure, a dead end. Millions of dollars down the drain. Time to shut it down. Move on. Try something else. So the researchers tell the patients, the trial is over. Please return your unused pills. Standard procedure. But here's the thing. The patients don't want to give them back.
We're not returning.
They're refusing,
We need them. They're
hiding the
ours.
pills,
We earned the right to keep
begging for
This is
more.
our stand.
And the researchers are confused. Why would anyone want to keep a failed heart medication? What's going on? Then,
This is really hard for me to
one
say,
brave patient
but I need to be
speaks up
honest.
and admits something unexpected, something embarrassing. The drug wasn't helping his heart, but it was helping something else, something very personal, something below the belt. And just like that, a failed heart drug became Viagra, the little blue pill that changed relationships, masculinity, and medicine forever. Let's back up. To understand how this happened, you need to understand the science. UK 92,480 was designed to relax blood vessels. The idea was simple. Widen the vessels around the heart, increase blood flow, reduce chest pain. Makes sense, right? The drug worked by blocking an enzyme called PDE5. Phosphodiesterase type 5. When you block PDE5, a chemical called cGMP builds up, and cGMP relaxes smooth muscle tissue, which widens blood vessels, which increases blood flow. Perfect for the heart, or so they thought. But here's what they didn't expect. PDE5 isn't just in the heart, it's everywhere, including the penis. Yes, the same enzyme, the same process. Block PDE5 there. And blood flow increases there too. A lot. So when these men took UK 92,480 for their hearts, they got an unexpected bonus. Erections. Strong ones. Reliable ones. Often for the first time in years. And suddenly, nobody cared about their chest pain anymore. Now imagine you're a Pfizer scientist in 1992. You've spent years developing a heart drug. It doesn't work. The trial is failing. Your boss wants to pull the plug. And then patients start reporting this. What do? Do you ignore it? Do you shut it down anyway? Do you bury the data because it's awkward? Most companies would have. It's embarrassing. It's not what you set out to do. It's a distraction. But Pfizer stopped and asked one question: what if this is bigger? See, at the time, erectile dysfunction wasn't really talked about. It was shameful, hidden. Men suffered in silence. Relationships fell apart. Marriages struggled, but nobody discussed it. Not with doctors, not with partners, not even with themselves. The treatments that existed were brutal. Injections directly into the penis, vacuum pumps, implants, surgery. Most men just gave up, accepted it as aging, as failure, as the end of that part of their lives. But this drug, it was a pill. Simple, discreet, effective, no needles, no pumps, no surgery, just take a pill, and it works. Pfizer saw the opportunity and pivoted hard. They scrapped the heart disease trials and started new ones, focused entirely on erectile dysfunction. They recruited thousands of men, ran rigorous tests, documented everything, and the results? Overwhelming. The drug worked. For about 70 to 80% of men, across all age groups, across different causes of ED, it was a miracle. Not the miracle they were looking for, but a miracle nonetheless. In 1998, just 6 years after those first awkward trial reports, the FDA approved the drug, but they couldn't call it UK 92,480. That name had to go. They needed something catchy, something powerful, something that suggested vigor, vitality, strength. So they combined vigor and Niagara. Vigor plus Niagara equals Viagra, the little blue pill, and the marketing began. Now here's where it gets interesting. Pfizer didn't market Viagra quietly. They didn't whisper about it. They didn't hide it in medical journals. They went loud. Primetime TV, celebrity spokespeople, Bob Dole, a former presidential candidate, on camera, talking about erectile dysfunction. It was shocking, unprecedented, but it worked, because suddenly, men felt permission to talk about it, permission to seek help, permission to admit they had a problem. The stigma started to crack, not completely, but enough. And the sales? Explosive. In the first year, Viagra made over $1 billion. Billion. With a B. Prescriptions flooded in, millions of them. Doctors were overwhelmed. Pharmacies couldn't keep up. Men who'd suffered in silence for decades were finally getting help. But it wasn't just about sex. It was about confidence, relationships, quality of life. Men who'd felt broken, felt whole again. Couples reconnected. Marriages improved. And a conversation that had been taboo for centuries became mainstream. Of course, there were problems too. Counterfeit Viagra flooded the market. Men took it who shouldn't, mixed it with other drugs, caused heart attacks, strokes, deaths. There were jokes, so many jokes. Late-night TV had a field day. Comedians made careers off it. It became a punchline, a cultural phenomenon. But beneath the jokes was real impact, real change, and real science. Because here's what most people don't know. Viagra didn't just help with erectile dysfunction. It opened doors to other treatments. The same mechanism, blocking PDE5, led to treatments for pulmonary hypertension, altitude sickness, Raynaud's phenomenon, even premature birth complications. That failed heart drug, it ended up helping hearts after all, just not the way anyone expected. And Percy Spencer's chocolate bar moment? Viagra's story is the exact same thing. An accident, a side effect, a failure that became a fortune. By 2008, Viagra had been prescribed to over 30 million men. It generated over $10 billion in revenue. It spawned competitors, Cialis, Viagra, an entire industry. And it all started because patients wouldn't give back their pills. Think about that. If those men had been too embarrassed to speak up, if Pfizer had ignored the reports, if they'd just labeled it a failure and moved on, none of this happens. Millions of men keep suffering. Relationships keep breaking. And medical science misses a breakthrough. But someone listened. Someone asked, why? Someone saw past the embarrassment and into the opportunity. So what's the lesson here? It's the same one from Percy Spencer, the same one from penicillin, from Post-its, from every accident in history that changed the world. The biggest discoveries don't come from what you're looking for. They come from what you find along the way, from side effects, from failures, from moments when something unexpected happens. and you don't ignore it. Today, Viagra is everywhere. Over 60 million men have used it. It's prescribed 20 times per minute worldwide. It's in medicine cabinets, in pop culture, in conversations that used to be impossible. And every single pill traces back to one moment, one failed clinical trial, one awkward conversation, one side effect nobody planned for. The researchers who developed UK 92,480, they were trying to save hearts. They failed. But in failing, they discovered something bigger, something that improved millions of lives, something that changed how we talk about sexuality, aging, and health. And that's the beauty of accidents. You can't predict them. You can't force them. You can't plan for them. But if you're paying attention, if you're curious, if you ask why instead of moving on, you might just stumble into greatness. Percy Spencer had his chocolate bar. Alexander Fleming had his moldy petri dish. And Pfizer?
We won't give them
Pfizer
back.
had men who wouldn't give back their pills.
We're not returning
So the
them.
next time something goes wrong, the next time you fail at what you set out to do, don't just throw it away. Don't ignore the side effects. Don't dismiss the unexpected. Because maybe, just maybe, your failure is someone else's miracle. History wasn't built by people who got everything right. It was built by people who paid attention when things went wrong. And sometimes, the thing you're not looking for is exactly what the world needs. If this accident shocked you, subscribe to History by Accident and comment below, do you think the best discoveries come from what we're searching for or what we accidentally find? Let me know, and I'll see you in the next one, where we uncover another moment that wasn't supposed to happen, but changed everything.